Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, BIG, ANT, back with another episode of the Can I Kick a Podcast. Um, Today's episode is going to be crazy because it actually started almost 12 years ago. And as you can tell by the ambience, I don't want you to assume that it's about me, even though it kind of is, but I'm good. And it's not about Ziana. She's good. And it's not about my daughter's mother either, because she's good. But ironically, and as childish as it sounds, today's episode is about a video game. And it's a video game that I hold like super dear to my heart. And I know you guys are like, it's a video game, man. Like, relax, dude. It's never that serious. But this video game has taken me places and has put me through so many emotions, and it's finally coming to an end. The game that I'm talking about, and most of you may have already guessed it because I've talked about it a few times here and there. It's a little game called Destiny and Destiny 2. And the journey that I went through on this game starts damn near 12 years ago. And from day one, I could tell you I was not really interested in the game. I'm not really back then when the game came out. I was not really interested in like MMO, RPG, sci-fi, space cowboy bananas shenanigans. And it took me by surprise because like I saw the trailer and I saw the game and I was like, it's okay. It's not like super like mind blowing. And I remember it was me and Jen. She was only my girlfriend at the time. We ended up getting the game, or actually, I ended up getting. This is back on Xbox One. I'm taking it back, and I ended up getting the game, and she wasn't living with me or wasn't living with her, but she would come to my mom's house. I was still at my mom's. And I bought the game. This is Destiny 1. On a just on a whatever, like kind of like, mindset. And bought the game, downloaded it, started playing it, and I was like, hey, this is not that bad. And from what I can remember, because my memory is terrible. I remember Jen like watching me play it, and she ended up downloading it, and we ended up playing together. And there's like a million of these stories of like gamer couples that find like that one game or a couple games throughout the relationship. And when I tell you we were dedicated, we were super dedicated. And we would go to work and we'd come home, and we'd turn on our Xboxes and we would play all night. And we played everything. Jen was more PvP and I was more, well, when I started out I liked both. I really liked both, but Jen was like all about PvP. And the thing that got me was Destiny's gunplay. When I say gunplay, is like how the guns feel in the game, how you shoot, how you react, how you reload, hit registration, all that jazz, all that gamer talk. It is by far one of the cleanest games I've ever played in my entire life. And I'm a huge Gears of War fan. I have it tatted on me. I was a huge Call of Duty fanboy. And there's nothing like it on Earth. Maybe, arguably, maybe because it comes from the same company, would be Halo. But I was never really into Halo. My brother Ricky was heavy into Halo. He was amazing. And so Jen was a little bit of both. She would raid, like they had raids, and they had like these things that you can do with PVE and the whole nine. So if you weren't into PvP, they had things you could do that were story driven, mission driven activities that you can do, and you would collect guns and you would collect armor, and you would do all this stuff. They had 3 classes. They had a hunter, a warlock, and a titan. And of course, your boy was a day one Titan main. Shout out to all my Titan mains. Shout out my boy John, who is the only other Titan main in my Destiny 2 clan that's still playing the game. And there was, what else was there? There was strikes, which are like mini raids, and then there was raids, which were like the end game content. There was PvP, different modes in PvP. There was Clash, there was Capture the Flag. Then there's Trials of Osiris, which was where all the sweats go. So if you were like really into PvP, like that was like the end game sweat mode. Show me your stuff. And basically everything else just revolved around, stories and expansions and DLCs. You get new armor, new weapons, new exotics and stuff like that. And me and Jen would play nonstop, like literally like nonstop. And I want to start the conversation about the game with that, because never in my life, I don't think I'll ever in my life find a connection with somebody through a game like I did with Destiny and Jen. And it's crazy that I'm saying that, because it's a video game. Like people downplay video games and like the power that they hold, because these games have tremendous amount of ability and tremendous amount of power to make you feel and tug at your emotions. Let it be a single player game, or let it be a live service game, which Destiny was. But you get emotionally attached to the game due to the stories, due to the characters. Like my favorite character of all time on Destiny 2, it's a tie. Unfortunately, I'm very biased, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate from my clan. But obviously, it's Zavala, who is the tower vanguard for the Titans. And it's Sloan, who was a Titan NPC. I liked them both because Zavala is just Zavala. He's dad, and he was voiced by the late great Lance Reddick. And I grew really attached to this character, who is make believe. He's not real. Obviously, he's real in Lance Reddick's eyes and our eyes, but he's literally a figment of my imagination, born into a video game. And Sloan is just Sloan. Sloan was like the only other Titan. Well, you can count Shaxx, but Shaxx is his own identity at this point, because he's that much of a badass. But she was a female, and I was like, oh, there's like a female Titan who's pretty fucking cool. But Zavala, his story, the way he talked, the way he act, the way he would help like defend, the city at all times. And it's just like, I wanted to be that in the game. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be the badass, the guy that everybody comes to help you out. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I say that to say this. There's other characters in the game. Obviously, there's Shaxx, who does the Crucible. There's the Hunter Vanguard, who was Cade at the time, then turned into Crow. And I'm not going to get into every detail, but I'll just give you some names. So if you decide to look it up, you're not, in left field. Then we have Ikora, who is the Warlock Vanguard. And we have Banshee, who's the gunsmith. We have Katie, who does the postmaster. So when you find and you lose your loot, it goes to her. You can pick it back up. And we got we got Rahul's bitch ass, who is the cryptarch, who helps you decrypt engrams that you find during your missions and your raids and your stories and your exploring. And all of these characters have certain marks in Destiny history, and the game just pulled me in hard, and it was unexpected. So I think that's why it hit so hard for me. It was so unexpectedly like, wow, like this game is pretty amazing. And then added that my girlfriend and my soon-to-be wife would be playing with me side by side for 10 plus years, a decade. And, you know, I sit back and I hear myself say that, and I think that is just the most crazy thing that someone could experience. And I'm so happy that I was there for that. And it was such a huge part of my life. And I was just a dedicated fanboy. And I can't even tell you the stories about the people that I met in the game, on the game, LFG, on the forums, in the app, in the posts, in the communities. And I even went to Destiny Con when it was Destiny Con. Shout out to my boy Daybach and his wife. And that's a whole nother department of the conversation, like the people that you meet along the way. And I believe that's heavily influenced on, that's like the other half of why I love this game so much. I've met some people that are so fucking cool and so amazing. And, you know, obviously the more you play with somebody and you get acquainted and you become cool and you become friends, obviously you peer into each other's lives. And I have everybody in my clan basically knows me now like the back of my hand. And you know, they know about my daughter, they know about Mia, they know about, you know, how much of a terrible ad clearer I am if I don't put Sunshot on. And there's a significant person that I want to shout out, is my boy Marcus, aka Alfie, aka Alpha and Echo. And he's literally became like my best friend over a video game. There's times where me and him talk about bullshit, and there's times that we talk about the games. And then there's some times and in between those times where me and him can talk seriously. And he knows my daughter. I FaceTime him and stuff like that when I can, and she calls him Tio, and try not to get too emotional here. And Destiny brought me that. And he's a great guy. He's a great friend. He's learning how to fly planes, and he's doing his pilot thing, and he's just doing so much with his life. And the game brought me to him. You know, it brought me to that friendship, and I hold it very, very high. And he's been through my journey with my daughter, and I've been with his journey and his piloting. And it's crazy that if it wasn't for this video game and us meeting, playing the video game, it would have never happened. And that's wild to me, like super wild. And you know, he sent me a video like last week of him landing his plane for the first time, and it was touching. You know what I mean? It's monumental that you set your mind to something and you go out there and you do it, and god damn it, Alfie's doing it, man. So, and then I have everybody else in the clan. Man, there's too many to shout out. I got Six in there. I got John in there. I got Nappy in there, and all these people. I got Mystic in there, and you know, even War's trying to get back into it, or trying to get into it, and it's wild to me that these people are cool with me because of a video game. And like I said, I met Alfie, and Alfie brought me into the clan, and I met everybody else, and it just clicked, and everybody's, we're up late talking shit, and we're laughing, and we're wiping, and we're failing, and we're just up all night doing dumb shit on the game. And like, another thing to add to that before I get back to the game talk, when you have a good squad, and when you have a good clan, when whatever you're doing in the game. I don't know why I had a aneurysm right there, but you have a good clan and a good squad when you raid for 4-5 hours, or do a dungeon for 3 to 4 hours, and you guys can sit in the tower and just talk. Literally just sit there and talk. You put the controller down and you're just talking about anything. It could be me and Nappy talking about Pokemon. It could be John talking about his day at work with the school, or it could be Six talking about game dev stuff, and we're all just in there just talking, and we're not even playing the game anymore, and we're just in the tower, just chilling, just AFK, emoting and laughing at people's gamer tags. But the game brought me a lot of randomness. I met a lot of people, and there's other people too. There's a couple what we call Sherpas who help you in difficult times in the game. I have a couple of friends that I constantly always hit up outside of the clan that have been there since day one. The random people that I would help on the LFG, like back when LFG was on the Destiny app, I would get so caught up in the season. Like, the season would give you so much stuff to do, right? And I would complete everything in the season. And this was before the clan. And I would complete everything in the season. Then I would go on LFG and just randomly go help people. It didn't matter what it was. It could be like I'm starting the game. I don't know what I'm doing. Can somebody help me? And I would join them, and I would play with them for an hour or two, and they would get so far in the game. And or anything else, like a raid, or I jump in a raid, any of the 2 out of the 16 that I knew how to do, and I would just constantly do what I needed to do. And every week they restart the week, and you get new things to do and new things to acquire, bounties and missions and stuff like that. So once I was done doing the stuff that I needed to do, I was on the LFG and the app looking for people to help, and I would just do random stuff. Like, every week I would be up. There's sometimes I'd be on the game all weekend, and I would be doing nothing but helping people in the LFG. Like, that was just me. That's just what I wanted to do. And it's weird because it's like you're not accomplishing anything because you have already beaten what they're doing, or you know what I mean? Like, you've already got the gear, you already got the guns, you already got the exotic, and you're just randomly just jumping on here, and you're just doing it for free. I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm getting like, what do you call it? Like a sense of joy, I guess, of fulfillment. Like, I'm helping somebody. Like, I honestly felt good just doing that every weekend. And they're complete strangers. Like, I don't know these people, but when you get done, they message you, GG's, thank you for the help, oh, you're so good at the game, or stuff like that, and it just really makes you feel good, and I just never thought I'd see myself in that position when it comes to just playing a game, because you're helping other people, and it's a little bit deeper than that to me. Yeah, so Destiny 1, played all of it, bought every DLC, bought every expansion. Then Destiny 2 comes out, and in between times there's a lot of ups and downs, like every game and every live service has, or every franchise. And I stuck with it. I stuck with it like a bad ex-boyfriend. And there was times where the game was dead, and there was times where the game was dying, and Bungie would just pull the most biggest Uno reverse card out of their ass, and we'd be online like, we're so back. We're so back. And there's been some bad DLCs. There's been some bad expansions. There's been some very, very mid expansions. And then there were some fucking great expansions and DLCs. Like, the story would just, go up and down. And then there's times where it's just like, it's just on rapid fire, back to back. Like, God, this is, where are we going with this? And I believe that that's also a reason why it hits and it stays so hard for a lot of us, is because like we were there. Like, you can't tell me nothing, bro. Like, you wasn't there 30 frames, no FOV, no FOV slider. You know what I mean? You wasn't there when they put shotguns in the heavy and double primaries. You know what I mean? You weren't there with the Curse of Osiris. You weren't there on Mercury with no Sparrow. Like, you can't tell me nothing, bro. But for me, we would sit there and we would be like, yeah, you can't tell me that I was there. You can't tell me anything. And I think that's why it hit so hard and it stays with a lot of people, is because like we saw the worst of the worst, or what we thought would be the worst of the worst. and then we saw it rise. Like, it literally rose from the dead. And Destiny would go through a lot of changes, and and again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but some of them were good and some of them were bad. Some of them were more bad than good. As of recently, it's been kind of a mixture, and then towards the end, up until today, it was more along the deep end. But we're not going to focus on the deep end. But Bungie always was trying to push the needle, but obviously the community is the community, and somebody's always talking about it's not enough, and somebody's always talking about it's bad. And me personally, I quit the game like 600 times, and I'm still here in 2026. Literally, like, before I got on, I played Destiny 2. So it had a lot of downfalls, and it had a lot of growth spurts, and it continuously tried to evolve, even though it was evolving at a snail pace. There's a lot of things to take in. There's a lot of things to take back. Like, let's say, like, the portal idea was a terrible idea, which basically, for those of you who don't play the game, it basically just condensed the world and the worlds in the game into a big ass menu, and you would have to click a bunch of things just to start a mission, rather than just go to the planet like we used to on the director and just click, go. Like this, you have to click, you have to put, Banes and like different types of like, what are they called? I don't even know what they're called. I can't believe this. Modifiers. Thank you. Hold on. Where's my applause? So yeah, there was times where we were going too right, and then there were times where we're like, they pulled back a little bit. Then there's times where we were going too left, and it was a good time. It was a good time to be in the game and watch the game change, even though sometimes to get to that change, we had to fall back like 10 steps. You know what I mean? Like, I mentioned it before, like, Curse of Osiris expansion was so bad, like everybody left the game, and then they came back and they absolutely killed it with, the Taken King, and everybody came back. And then, it was ups and downs and ups and downs, and then, all the way up until, like in between that time, up until Witch Queen, and then like everything after that was just up and downs, and then we got the final shape, which was the end game for Destiny 1 all the way up until Destiny 2, up until that current drop. And final shape was absolutely amazing. And in retrospect, me honestly, I think they should have pulled the plug then, because we did kind of get shafted. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just gonna call, and I'm gonna call Square. We kind of got shafted because up until today, it's been 6 months since we heard anything about updates or anything about the state of the game. So that's half a year. I mean, you can't do much in half a year, but you can do a lot in regards to updates, and which we are getting an update, I might add, on June 9th, and which would be the final update for live services. So technically, Destiny is not dead. The live service is dead. It'll always be up and running, just like D1 is still up and running. Like you can literally log on D1 right now, and it's like you never left. You can still literally play everything and do everything in the game. So technically, the lungs of Destiny is dead, but the brain's still ticking, so it's still plugged into the machine. They haven't really pulled the entire plug, and so we're at a point now where we don't know what's gonna happen, and we don't know where Bungie is going. I will add that before the update that we were supposed to get, before this update, they had dropped a new game, or I should say newer game, because it is their game, but just in 2026. They dropped Marathon, which it has gotten a lot of mixed reviews. It's an absolutely lovely game to look at. It's a lovely game to play. I'm just not into looter shooters. That's Destiny. Extraction shooters. My apologies. It's an extraction shooter game. The last extraction shooter game I liked, Division 2. I can't even tell you. I literally can't even tell you. But so 6 months goes by, we don't hear anything, and they're doing their marathon thingy, and this is what we get. I feel kind of like, I hate to use the word betrayed, because the game has given me so much ups and downs, bad and good, either way. Like, there's no other game on the planet that has given me this type of attachment and emotional roller coaster ride, and everything in between, everything that I mentioned before. And I just feel like it's like, damn, like not even a Vidoc or not even a video. The game dev, like the game boss man, the big boss man, didn't even come out and say anything. They threw it together in a twab and was like, yeah, here you go. Here's an article letting you know that the update's coming. You're going to get Pantheon 2. You're going to get a lot of exotic reworks. You're going to get, tiered weapons. All the raids are going to have updated gear and armor. And we're going to put everything that ever came out in one bundle, and you could buy it for one price. Which is great. But at the same time, I'm like, you're just going to put it in 6 paragraphs and go about your day? And I just gave you almost 12 years of my life? Like, for shits and giggles. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna look up how many hours I have in Destiny, so we can laugh together. Just 1 second. Time wasted on Destiny. Also, not a plug, but one of the best websites ever created. Time wasted on Destiny. Username. Let's go, baby. Let's all laugh together. That would be OHHHHHANTHONY. Search. Is that enough H's? There I go. All right, Destiny 1. Once it pulls up. Here we go, baby. Here we go. In Destiny 1, me, myself, and I have 3,911 hours and 26 minutes. That is absolutely insane. I have 3,071 hours on my female Awoken Titan. And I have 514 hours on my female human hunter. And I have 325 on my female human warlock. So 3,900. I'm gonna do the quick math. Hold on. I keep telling you, hold on. I feel bad. What was it? 339 hours in days. That is absolutely wild. That can't be right. That can't be right. Holy shit. 3,911 hours equals 162.9 days. Are you kidding me? 162 days and 23 hours I have spent on Destiny 1. Absolutely absurd. So when I tell you guys, I really like this game. I really like this game, bro. Holy hell. Let me see. How do I change it to Destiny 2? Hold on. Here we go. Bringing it back. I don't know how to change it. Season time, clan, details. I mean, I'm on here and there's people that have 42,000. Anyways, I don't know how to change it to Destiny 2. But Destiny 2 is probably up there as well. Let me try to look for it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A and THONY. Search. Destiny 2. There we go. All right. Drum roll, please. Oh, is that all time? I'm also in the top 1%. Oh wait, 3,911 is Destiny 2. Got you. All right. Anyways, Destiny 1 is probably just in itself in the same spot, and that just goes to show you the time and dedication I have to this game. But to circle back into the topic at hand, I just honestly felt like they should have ended on a different note, a little bit different. You know what I mean? I know that they got stuff planned for the update, and I love it. I love it because if anything, we're just gonna go out with a bang, and I'm okay with that. So, I don't want to sound like a bad bitch Betty, but I honestly think they should have done it a little bit different. Give us a video package. Everybody, at least the boss man coming through, acknowledging the fact that, you know what I mean, like it's an end of an era. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your money and your time. But I say that to say this: the game, I think that game is probably going to be the most intimate I've ever been with a video game. As crazy as that sounds, and as weird as that sounds, I've literally built a relationship with my wife, my girlfriend at the time, off of that game. I've met so many great people off that game. I've spent so much time with that game, building characters, stories, being involved, events, collecting armor, collecting guns, collecting exotics, and getting good at the game and understanding the mechanics and doing raids and having Destiny night and playing all night on the weekends and enjoying my time with my friends and with Jen. And it's just crazy that we've come to this point, and everybody kind of knew that it was on a downfall, which is fine because obviously 6 months without just going radio silent with no communication with your community and your fan base, it's gonna push people away, obviously, and they're hyper focused on Marathon, which is not necessarily a bad thing for me. It is what it is. That's their game, and they're pushing for it. And it's just crazy that we've come this far. I thought we would hang on for a little bit longer. Honestly, I thought we were gonna maybe get a banger of get another savior, DLC, and just we're so back, dudes. But I understand that it's just not there anymore for them. I think a lot of people there have already gave up on it. That's why they made this decision. And there's no confirmation on a D3. Like if there's a Destiny 3 in the works, I honestly don't think that that's in the future. We might see like the end of Destiny, like as we know it, unless they do like a remaster of D1 and build off of that. Bring it up to 60 frames and HD, HDR, all that good jazz talk and shit. But I honestly think that this will be the end. And if we do, by any means necessary, get like a Destiny 3, I think that it should be and probably will be like something that we've never seen before. I mean, like the feel and the gameplay and stuff like that, the gunplay is all probably going to be there because it's Bungie and they nail that every time. But like the game itself is going to be something totally new, and I'm cool with that. I'm super cool with that. And I hate that it's the end because like there's a lot of cliffhangers that are still just hanging there in the game. Like like if we just got Bale and now it's done. And Bale is a character in the game. Last update, he's a human. He's a crybaby, but he can wield stasis. He's from the Star Wars like side of the DLC, so like he's real, Star Warsy kind of nerd guy. But his character's cool, and that's it. We'll just never know what happens. We cut off his arm and that's it. Spoiler alert. But that's it. We don't know if he lives, if he dies. Does he get a new Cabal army? Does he resurrect the Callus or something? I'm talking shit now, dude. I'm talking fucking shit. Oh, what the I dropped my phone on the soundboard. My bad. But I say that to say this, man. It was a hell of a run, and I appreciate the devs. I appreciate Bungie for sticking it out for this long and giving me something to cherish for the rest of my life. I have so many memories and I have so many friends, and now we're gonna have to find new games to play together. But the update's coming, Pantheon's here, and everything's getting reworked to the end. So if we're gonna do anything, we're gonna go out with a bang, and we'll have to see what the future holds. And it's bittersweet. It's really bittersweet. I know a lot of people are sad, and as sad as I want to be, I'm not, because man, it was a hell of a ride, dude. It was crazy. It's crazy. Ups and downs, and Destiny's dying, and Destiny came back, and Destiny's dying, Destiny came back, and now it's finally over. And we used to joke about it, like all these new games coming out was going to be the Destiny killer, and the Destiny killer was ironically Destiny. So, but if you made it this far in the podcast, I appreciate you. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. because I know a lot of you guys don't game, but this is for my gaming people. You know, the people that know me and the people that are gaming with me know about my gaming side, and it's just I hold it dearly to my heart. And this game is just absolutely, it's something else. It's literally something else, and it gets a lot of hate and it gets a lot of love, and it's debatable, and it's it is what it is. It's destiny. I mean, I can't tell you anything else but that. So, hell of a ride, Bungie. 12 years, and I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm hoping we get something down the line. Let it be D3 or something else. Because I'm not too much of a marathon fan. I really don't enjoy playing the game. I love watching it because it looks phenomenal. But yeah. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you. If you're new here, we appreciate you. Or how does the saying go? I forgot how the saying goes. If you've been rocking with us, we appreciate you. If you're new here, we appreciate you even more. So yeah, eyes up, Guardian, for the last time, and we'll go out with a bang. So update comes out in like a week or so, I think. What's today's date? Yeah, like a week. I'm so off today. Comes out in, what is that, 2.5? Yeah, damn. It's a lot farther away than I thought it was. Yeah, 2.5 weeks, we get the last update. Me and the clan are probably going to go online and just knock everything the fuck out and just, have a send off and enjoy the little bit of time we have left. So I will see you guys next week. And again, everybody's good. I'm good. Jen's good. Ziana's fucking amazing. She'll be here next week. Maybe I can record some stuff to play on the podcast. And Mia's good as well. She's sleeping. And yeah, that's where we're at, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Do all that good stuff. Podcast available on mostly everything. Like and subscribe and share and do all that influencer stuff. But I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Next Friday. Well, wait, next Friday, Ziana will be here. I'll see you guys next Sunday. So I'll do the episode on Sunday when she goes back home. So love you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Peace. And you were always my favorite. Don't tell anybody.